Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. Today I'm gonna walk you through the new patch notes that just came out for patch 6.0D. There's a lot. You know, I always do this just to see if there's a lot and if it's worth to make a video. There's a lot. Like, there's a lot of champion changes, there's a lot of item changes, there's a lot of everything changes. So let's go through it. Welcome to patch 6.0D. We hope you brought your best purplest pair of pajamas because it's time for the most fun sleepover ever. I don't care about all of this blah blah blah. Content will be released through the patch. So we got a new champion, Poppy, Keeper of the Hammer. I know a little bit about Poppy. I know she's a Baron laner, top laner, whatever you want to call it. And I know she's a bit of a tank. I think she has that ultimate where she swings around like Garen's third ability. And I think she has that ability that she throws something on the enemy and gets a shield for herself. Whatever it is, she's, I believe, like a bruiser tank type of top laner. So I think she's going to be really fun. Rune has no shortage of valiant, I don't know what this word means, no idea, champions, but few are as tenacious as Poppy. Bearing the legendary Hammer of Orlon, a weapon twice her size, this determined Jordo has spent untold years searching in secret for the fabled hero of Demacia, said to be its rightful wielder. Until then, she dutifully charges into battle, pushing back the kingdom's enemies with every whirling strike. So Poppy is going to be released 28th of March. That is going to be in 16 days. Okay, sure. Wild Pass, Pajama Guardian Lulu. That's actually a terrible skin. Come on, if you make a Wild Pass skin, at least make it a good skin so people buy it. Who the hell wants Pajama Guardian Lulu? Also, Lulu already has a lot of skins, and this skin doesn't even look different. There is already a green skin. I don't know, but yeah, it's not really the... Maybe they realize support players are the ones that buy most skins, because honestly, oftentimes you see most support players, they have like all the Janna skins, all the Lulu skins, they have all the cool Yumi skins. So maybe they realize there is actually a market for this. So maybe that's the thing that's going on. So we got an event, Poppy's challenge. I'm sorry guys, if you want to read this, you can read it yourself, pause the video. I really just don't care. What is this? This patch will be the final season for Arena? No. Okay, let's go to the stuff that actually matters. Before talking about the champion changes, I just quickly want to talk about the HellsDevil TFT channel. Subscribe to it already if you haven't. Just look up HellsDevil TFT on the top here, as you can see. You're going to look it up. And then on top, there's going to show you this page. This is my page. Let's just say if this channel reaches like 200 subscribers already, I'll start creating videos next Monday. So if you play Teamfight Tactics, follow that channel. The link is going to be in the description, or you can look it up. Let's look through the champion changes. First things first, Corki. So Corki got reworked, but he's weak. He was really weak with the rework. What I'm going to do as well is I'm going to guess what happens to the champions, like I always do. I'm guessing they're going to slightly buff him. Let's see. Corki's rework performance didn't land quite how we wanted it to. So we're boosting his attack speed per level and reducing his ultimate downtime. Yeah, that's a massive buff. This will help him better weave basic attacks between abilities for more sustained damage output. So this is actually a pretty substantial attack speed buff, by the way. This is pretty big. Like, he gets a lot more attack speed because of this. He also got 0.5 extra AD per level. Slight bonus on damage later on in the game. Missile Barrage. Big one charge time. It's only 16 seconds now. And auto attacks reduce the charge time by more. So basically, you can auto attack more. Your auto attacks are gonna hurt more. Your abilities are gonna hurt more. And your ultimate is gonna have a lower cooldown. And when you're fighting, it's gonna have an even lower cooldown because you're gonna reduce it by more. This is quite a substantial buff. This is really gonna bring Corki in the market. Annie. I think Annie is gonna get buffed. Not a lot, but I think... You know what I think is gonna happen exactly? I don't think they're gonna buff Annie's burst damage because they don't want to bring Annie back to the, you know, the old Annie that could one-shot people. I think they're gonna buff the bear or they're gonna buff the shield. Let's see. We've improved Annie's mid-game laning and ganking potential, allowing her to leverage her strengths earlier and provide more support for her teammates. Mana consumption in her first ability is going to be reduced. This makes Annie easier to play, because if you one-shot a minion with the first ability, you would get full mana back anyways, but now if you miss it, it's not going to cost as much mana. The damage is increased in the late game. It's not that much flat. Actually, it is quite a lot. You have flat damage increase and 5% ability power. Oh, and the movement speed on her shield. So it's not quite what I thought, but she's just getting buffed. She's gonna do more burst damage. This does matter quite a lot, by the way. Movement speed bonus is pretty nice as well. Lucian is 100% getting buffed. Lucian is terrible right now. As a marksman, Lucian struggles to pose a significant threat to enemies in the mid to late game. To address this, we've made him more agile in mid-game fights, while also boosting his damage for the later stages. He gets 0.5 extra attack damage per level, and his third ability cooldown gets reduced early game. By the way, guys, if you want to see me play Corki, let's say if this video reaches 500 likes, I'll make a Corki video. Remember when I promised you guys Swain, Kindred, and Gwen videos? We reached all the like goals for that, so I made all of the videos. So if you guys want to see Corki, 500 likes. If you guys want to see Annie as well, let's just say 750 likes, and I'm also gonna make an Annie video. So the new buffed Annie. Lucian. Maybe I should make a Lucian video as well. But yeah, Lucian is getting buffed. It's not the biggest buff in the world, but you're gonna feel it. EZREAL. I think, honestly, in my eyes, EZREAL was okay. But I'm gonna guess that EZREAL's ultimate is getting buffed. I feel like his ult could get a buff. We've increased EZREAL's late game damage. No way. This should ensure that he remains a significant threat even in the late stages of the game. So he has 5 more movement speed, which is already pretty nice. Like, you may think this doesn't matter, because like 335 to 340, what does it matter? This matters because he's going to be faster than most champions now, so you can chase and he can run away better. And you can dodge more effectively because he's faster. So, okay. Okay. This makes EZREAL broken. What the hell? Nah, there's no way. 120% attack damage to 130% attack damage. And the thing is, EZREAL already gets a lot of attack damage because he buys Muramana. I'm making an EZREAL video. Yeah, this is broken. This is like, EZREAL's already pretty good. And now I already know what to build on EZREAL. I know exactly how to build him. I'm not gonna tell you guys now. You know what? I should make a like goal for EZREAL as well. 1,000. No, I'm gonna make a video on him anyways. It doesn't matter how many likes this video gets. Wukong is gonna get buffed. I think he's gonna get more. Maybe they're gonna bring back the healing on his first ability. I feel like they need to bring it back. So Wukong has struggled to sustain after taking a solo fight. Exactly. I played Wukong top the other day and I got, you know, I did a lot of damage, but I just couldn't sustain. Any top laner has healing, shielding. Wukong doesn't. So additionally, his high mana costs have limited his ability to consistently trade with his foes. To help him out, we've improved his sustain. Wait, am I actually right? And reduced his mana cost. He no longer needs mana flow ban to compensate for his early game insufficient mana problems. Stone Skin. Wait, what is this? Health regeneration from strong skin. They did improve his heal. I thought they would add healing to his first ability again, but what is this? Stone Skin. Health regeneration from strong skin per 5 seconds. Wait, he heals every 5 seconds? I didn't notice. I actually didn't even notice. So apparently it was 1.5% maximum health. Now it's 2.5%. So I guess he has a lot better sustain in top lane. I actually didn't know he had this. But let's just say I was kind of right. I did think he would get more sustain, but I thought it would be in his first ability. So the cooldown of his first ability gets reduced early game, which is great. Mana consumption is also reduced, which is amazing. You can just use it a lot more often. His third ability also less mana consumption, significantly less. This is significant. Graves. In my eyes, Graves is good, but I think no one knows how to play him. Even though I made a million Graves videos showing you guys exactly how to play him, I think he's gonna get buffed. Compared to other, exactly, it's hilarious. Like, Graves is so strong, but people just don't know how to play him. So compared to other junglers, Graves struggles to deal damage in the early stages of the game. Not quite. He's tanky. Like, if you know how to play him, he doesn't struggle. To land him a hand, we've boosted his early game combat ability, which will improve his jungle clear speed and survivability in fights. So he gets 2 extra magic resist. That's actually pretty good because he doesn't need armor. He only struggles against magic resist, so this is pretty good. His first ability cooldown gets reduced by a lot. Okay. So his jungle clear is significantly faster and it does 5% bonus damage to monsters. Oh my god. Are you seeing this? Are you actually seeing this? 13 armor per stack? After your jungle clear, you're gonna have 5 or 6 stacks. So 6 times 5, that's 30 extra armor you're gonna have early game compared to the old Graves. 30! 1,000 likes, I'm also making a Graves video, screw it. 30 extra armor! Are you kidding me? So basically, after Graves' jungle clear, if you can keep up 6 stacks, no one will beat you in a 1v1. No one. There is not a single champion. I think you can even win most 1v2s. Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser is so broken. I think Mordekaiser should get nerfed. Crazy. This is just crazy. How does Mordekaiser struggle? Come on. How? He has no mana on his first ability. It's free damage. How are people struggling with Mordekaiser? I just don't understand. They've strengthened the damage he can do in lane. However, we've also slightly toned his terrifying realm of death to keep him more balanced overall. Obliterate. Is that his first ability? I'm not sure. I think that's his first ability. Is that his first ability? Yeah, it is. This is his main damage. So they've increased the damage by a lot. Jeez. I don't know what this means. 4 to 90. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. But this got reduced in the late game. But 60% to 70%. So full AP, Mordekaiser is going to hurt a lot more. Rabadon's death cap is going to be a lot more powerful on him. His ultimate gets a 5-second cooldown increase, which is actually okay. His ult is super broken, so they should have done this. I think Irelia is going to get buffed. She's very weak. Irelia is a dominant force in lane, especially in the hands of a skilled player. That's true. However, she often struggles to find impact in mid to late game teamfights. Yeah, okay. To balance this, we've reduced her early game pressure while increasing her late game survivability. So this is good. I love how they notice that in high elo, Irelia is actually a lot stronger than in low elo. Because skilled players will be able to utilize Irelia's kit very, very well. But they do understand that overall Irelia is weak. So Ionian Fervor, which is her... no, that's her passive. Sorry, this is her passive. Her passive, when you fully stack it, it does a lot less damage early game, from 30 to 10. So, again, like early game Irelia is significantly weaker. And the people that are going to be able to utilize her kit early game, they're going to struggle a lot more. However, her first ability, also less damage early game. However, more damage late game. Slightly more damage late game. Health, she gets more health regeneration late game, but less early game. So yeah, early game Irelia is just terrible right now. Whether you're good or bad with it, doesn't matter. But late game Irelia, slightly better. Slightly. Not too much. And I'm really happy they're being careful with this, because Irelia can be the most broken thing ever. So this is a good careful buff. Echo 100% getting nerfed. He's way too broken right now. In the current patch, Echo's burst damage is overly strong, and his mobility and survivability make him difficult to punish. So we're reducing his jungle clear speed and burst potential, while also increasing the early cooldowns of his ultimate. Now he'll need better scaling and more strategic positioning to take down his opponents. So Z-Drive Resonance, that is his passive, does a lot less damage to jungle, which hurts him a lot, by the way. Echo already has a bit of a weak jungle clear, and now it's even worse. You're gonna have to build Nashor's Tooth in jungle now. Parallel Convergence, which is his... What is this? Oh, second ability. The passive damage of his second ability when the enemy is low HP. Which is 3% plus 0.02. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Ooh, that's a big nerf. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. This is big nerf right here. Ooh. Wow. So basically, Echo is only really good against squishies now. He's really gonna struggle to take down those tanks, even when they're low HP. This is significantly less damage. Okay. And his ultimate gets a longer cooldown early game. Wait. Oh yeah, so 10 seconds longer early game, 5 seconds longer mid game, and then the same thing late game. Mbessa, I'm honestly not sure about Mbessa. In my eyes, Mbessa is too strong. But I don't know if she's gonna get nerfed. Okay, yeah, she's getting nerfed. We're slowing down Mbessa's jungle clear speed while also reducing her overall damage and sustain. She'll now need to be more cautious when choosing her moments to strike. That's what I thought. I played Mbessa for the first time on the HellsDevil Plus channel. In case you don't follow that channel, by the way, I have another channel. I have 3 channels now. Like if you look it up, you can see the channel right here, and I make daily videos, 2 videos every single day on this channel. So, you know, check it out if you haven't already. So let's see, Drakehound Step. That is her first ability, or is that her no, that's her passive. I believe that's her passive. So the damage is 1 plus champion level times 4 plus 2%. Okay, so it does less damage here per level, so it skills slower. And it does less flat damage. So early, mid, and late game, all of it less damage. Lower jungle's clear speed with her first ability. Her ultimate... Wait, this is public execution. Health regeneration. What is this? What is this? What ability is this? Is that her ultimate? I'm not sure what it is, but let's see what happens. So this to this less damage. Look, 100% to 90, 50 to 45. Also, the flat damage is getting reduced. Everything is just getting reduced. And Bessa is getting nerfed pretty hard. Now let's take a look at the items. Man Immune. I swear to God, if Man Immune gets buffed, EZREAL is going to be permaban. Compared to the other tier of goddess items, Man Immune stacks at a lower pace. It is actually getting buffed. We've improved its stacking efficiency, so if you choose this item, you can be more effective in the mid game. Increases max mana by 10, goes to 15 now. So when you play EZREAL now, you're going to stack your Man Immune even faster, hitting your power spike even faster. Stoneplate enchant. Stoneplate is way too broken, it needs to get nerfed. In teamfight, Stoneplate has been providing too large of a shield and making certain champions too tanky. We're reducing the shield value to bring it more in line. That's good. So instead of for every nearby enemy gain an additional shield that absorbs 14%, now it's only 10%. Good. Good nerf. Not too much, just good. Glorious enchant should get buffed. We're making some adjustments to Glorious enchant so that it is a more appealing buy for champions who can utilize it. Range of triggering shockwave is going to be bigger, so you're going to slow more enemies. Optimization mechanism. After casting the shockwave, the original 15% movement speed will not be removed. Oh! So if you immediately cast it, immediately slow the enemy, you're still going to have the bonus movement speed. This is a massive buff. Massive buff to Glorious enchant. It's going to be so much better on Darius or... Oh my god, this is huge. This right here, huge. Like Darius with this, Olaf, oh, Alistar potentially. Damn. If this is what I think it is, so like if you cast it while you're in front of the enemy, you slow them immediately, but you're still gonna get that movement speed for the whole duration, which is like 3 seconds or something, like 3 seconds, I believe. This is the most broken thing ever for, you know, Darius, Fiora potentially. Huge. Locket, I feel like Locket could get a small buff. With the addition of Forbidden Idol, Locket has been providing too much shielding. Actually, it's getting nerfed, so I was wrong about this. So late game, it has less shielding. Forbidden Idol, I believe, is the passive to the items, that the support items that give you more shielding and more healing and whatnot. Magnetron enchant, this item is useless. It should either get changed, removed, or buffed. We're introducing a new... Yeah, exactly, changed. We're introducing a new mechanic to Magnetron to improve its usability, especially for champions who rely on quick repositioning. So new mechanic is you gain 30% movement speed for 1.5 seconds upon reaching target position. Okay, sure. Maybe now the item is useful. So like you can use Magnetron, you're going to get a lot of movement speed, which could be useful, I guess. Maybe it's not even only a support item anymore. You could maybe use this as a jungle item or like a top lane item or something. We'll see. Rune changes. Empowerment. Currently, Empowerment has been underperforming. We're increasing its damage amplification effect to better highlight its its mix of burst and sustained damage potential. Under vulnerable state, all damage received is increased by 8%. So when you hit the enemy 3 times, it increases the damage by 8%. Now it increases by 9%. Just a slight buff. Slight buff. Cleanse. Cleanse needs to get nerfed. I think the cooldown needs to be increased by like 20 seconds or something. Maybe even 30 seconds. It's way too broken. Cleanse provides a reliable way to remove crowd control during the lane phase while also mitigating multiple crowd... crowd control effects at a relatively low cost. To create a better counterplay window for opponents and improve the experience for control-based champions, we're increasing its cooldown and reducing its immunity duration. Okay, so cooldown gets increased by 10 seconds, which I don't think is enough. Oh, that's why. That's why. Okay. Okay, so now it is a cleanse. Now it's not another QSS, because 0.75 seconds was just way too long. Because you could get a QSS, you could get a cleanse, and you would have anti-CC and everything for like way too long. And also cleanse can cleanse knockups, which is so broken. So this is huge. I think this actually brings it in line with other summoner spells. Like 100%, this brings it in line. An increase in cooldown. And not 0.75, 0.25. So you can only really cleanse one thing. After that, you can get stunned again. This is really good. Enchanted Ensemble, which is Rift Herald. The Enchanted Ensemble has been extremely effective at pushing and in some cases has directly ended the laning phase in game, which can in return place too much pressure on laners. To help with this, we're reducing the damage it can do to turrets. So from 60% turret maximum health to 50%. Sure. Baron Nashor. When Baron Nashor is defeated early in the game, the buff it grants to minions has been too difficult for some champions to deal with. Baron Nashor got hotfixed as well, by the way. It got nerfed, but apparently it's still too strong. So we're adjusting its effectiveness to make early Baron sieging more manageable. Damage reduction of empowered minions from enemy champions. Damage reduction of empowered minions from enemy champion. Oh, so they're tankier. They take reduced damage from the enemy. So instead of 60%, it's now 50 to 60%. So early game is going to be 50%, late game 60. So early game, they're not going to be as tanky as late game, which is a good change. It's not too much, it's just good. There's nothing else, skins, whatever. I don't buy skins in Wild Rift anymore anyways. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also remember, skin giveaway. Just put down a comment under this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye-bye.